Now we'll move to the last exercise, exercise 7, the one about structural relations, and we'll focus on C command since it has dominance and precedence. Actually, we studied dominance and precedence to understand C command. It says, show how the C command condition on anaphors should account for data such as the following, where any possible antecedent of the reflexive pronoun, the anaphor, are italicized. So you have in the exercise 5 sentences, I guess. The answer is the same for all sentences. We'll prove that the one in italics, here John in this case, is the antecedent for the anaphor himself or any other anaphor you have in the other sentences. So I chose just one to show you. And then we will show how John in the second sentence is not the appropriate antecedent for himself, and hence the ungrammaticality of the sentence, John's mother will buy a car for himself. So let's start by the correct sentence. John will buy another car for himself. We want to prove that John is the appropriate antecedent for himself. If you remember, we said in order to prove that an antecedent is correct, we need to prove that it precedes and commands the anaphor. In order to do that, we need to draw the tree. So himself is a pronoun, a reflexive pronoun amounting to a noun phrase. For is a P preposition. Together we have a prepositional phrase. Another car, here we have a noun. Another is a determiner. Together a noun phrase. Then by. By what? Another car. For whom? For himself. The three of them together make the verb phrase. Will is an ox. John is a noun amounting to a noun phrase. The three of them together constitute the sentence. So let's see. The NP John here is the appropriate antecedent of the NP himself here. Why? Indeed, the NP John precedes the anaphor NP himself. What is precedence? We said it should appear to the left. It is to the left of himself, and they do not dominate each other. John does not dominate himself. Himself does not dominate John. So there is precedence. The second condition for the appropriate antecedent is that the NP John should command the NP himself. Now, we said that they do not dominate each other. That's one condition. The second condition is that every branching node dominating the NP John should also dominate the NP himself. What is the first branching node dominating the NP John? It is the sentence. Does it also dominate the NP himself? Yes. Why? Because it dominates the VP dominates the PP dominates the NP. We said that dominance is a transitive relationship. So S dominates VP and all its descendants. So since the first branching node, which is S, also dominates the NP himself, then we have C command. We have both precedence and C command, so it is the appropriate antecedent. Now let's see the ungrammaticality of John's mother will buy a car for himself. It's because John in this case is not the appropriate antecedent for himself. Let's start by drawing the tree. So as usual, himself is a noun phrase. With a preposition, we have a prepositional phrase. Another car, like the previous sentence. An NP, buy another car for himself is a VP. This is the ox. Now this is the difference. John's mother is a possessive phrase. We haven't dealt with possessive phrases in the course because we are not going to have them in the TDs or in the exam. We are not going to focus on them. You won't have them in the exam. It's very simple. So we have John, who is the possessor, of course, of the mother, NP. Then you add the apostrophe S as possessive, and you name it a possessive phrase. So it's the mother of John, the noun phrase, the noun here. With the possessive, we have the noun phrase. So this is how you draw a possessive. You start with the noun phrase, the possessor, you add the possessive mark, you name it possessive phrase, you add it then to the noun that's following, and it's a noun phrase. The three of them together is S. Again, you won't have the possessive in the exam. So it's just for you here. Now let's prove that John is not this NP. John is not the appropriate antecedent for this anaphor himself. The thing is that there is no C command. Why? Because the first branching node, which is a possessive phrase here dominating NP, does not dominate the anaphor himself. Since it does not, there is no C command and the sentence is ungrammatical. So that's all for exercise 7 and that's all for TD3. Again, do the exercises and repeat them as many times as you can so that you can master drawing trees and argumentation. Thanks for your attention, and again, if you have questions, submit them to my email. Looking forward to seeing you soon, hopefully after this time passes. Okay, good luck.